Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. For NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for Kevin Durant.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for Phoenix, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Cody Martin is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt and the camaraderie has grown.
Outside Durant, from the arc, hits the trifecta.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
Here's Doncic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
That's good from Doncic.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels, so dangerous.
And he makes both free throws. Well, Grant, the Suns were swept in the first round last year. Are super teams a thing of the past, you think?
You know, perhaps, B.A. The Suns had KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal, but the constraints of the salary cap mean you end up a little top-heavy. The rest of the roster was tough for them to fill out.
Here's James. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
There aren't a lot of ways to slow up LeBron James in the pick and roll. Even if you defend it perfectly, he can find a way to score.
On the wing, Durant. Here's Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. You look at the Nuggets. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where Los Angeles is, they've gotten off to a sluggish start, still trying to figure out how all the pieces fit together and get things running smoothly.
Martin with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Here's Booker. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
You love that Devin Booker now has experienced postseason success because there were some who questioned his greatness. Now that conversation is over.
Durant against Vanderbilt. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Durant's got 5 points.
Now forget the analytics. If KD's shooting it, I'll take it all day.
Doncic hammers it home.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Booker drawing the double. From the high post. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
On target from range.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Outside Durant. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. 7 points in the game.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You take a look at the Suns. They're in 6th place, but still time to make a move in the standings. And, of course, the Lakers, only a few spots below.
I think for Los Angeles, they wanted to get better. They're putting in the work. Maybe the results will start coming later in the year.
I do think they're capable of more than what they've given so far. If this coaching staff gets them right on track, and once they get a few more games under their belt, the wins will start to come.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And so it's Phoenix with it, trailing by 2. From the high post, Booker can't get it to go.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Vanderbilt finds James. Vanderbilt, a screen on Martin. The shot by James, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious, takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
Allen, he's checked in for Martin. Hachimura's checked in for Los Angeles. Vincent comes in for Doncic. Hayes with a screen on Beal. From deep, Reeves. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Suns have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. The 11-footer, that one a little long. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. For 3, James. And again, the Lakers, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Booker. Soft touch off the glass. Booker's got 8.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
And it's Vincent off the drive. That one drops for him.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He was just marveling at LeBron's ability to take advantage of any mistake you make, even a minor one. He said, if you're even a half step away from a guy defensively, LeBron will find that person. Coach is asking his guys to stay connected to shooters tonight.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And the Suns making a change here. Jones is checked in. Hachimura with a screen on Jones. Hachimura, it's good on the putback.
Yeah, what separates Rui Hachimura is his great strength and his motor. Just brings so much energy.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. Jones feels it out. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And this gives us a chance to check in on the season's best three-point shooting teams. The Suns in 5th.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. For Los Angeles, they've got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Here's Vincent. The Suns clear it.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Allen with it. Hayes picks him up. For 3. And Allen is good for 3.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Yep, that one's good. James has got 11 points.
He got right into the flow of this game, hitting 5 of his first 7 shots.
Pass to Durant. Outside Booker. And it's Connect with a rebound.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And that one good.
Hey, he's been efficient and effective. He's already hit 6 buckets out of 8 looks.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
A different look for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. O'Neal comes in for Durant. And it's Beal in for Devin Booker. And the Lakers also making a switch. Reeves is checked in. That free throw good from James. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing. Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Now here's Vincent, defended by Jones. Vincent passes to James. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Allen. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Reeves against Beal. Here's James. And the jumper from down low is true. 16 points for him. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He was down. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring. Breakdown for the Lakers.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Royce O'Neal is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Los Angeles foul. Goodman. First personal foul. First team foul.
Doubled by Hachimura. O'Neal passes to Richards. Going inside, and that one drops.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
And the Suns making a change here. Martin's checked in. Luka Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Beal goes in. Hachimura with a rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And here's what Phoenix's schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Thursday, they head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Jones sets a screen. Here's Martin. From outside, off the mark. The Lakers lead by 5. Doncic with it. 6 points for him.
Well, if you're going to guard Luka Doncic, you know you're going to get a steady diet of pick and roll, and he can still carve you up.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Phoenix. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
There's a screen by Lynn. There's the drive. Goodwin, no good. Suns trail by 7. Beal, the pass to Martin. From deep. Knocks down the triple. Martin's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
And Doncic with the jam.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Booker, he's checked in for Jones. And the Lakers also making a switch. Milton is checked in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Booker off the bounce, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Phoenix shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
At the line for Phoenix, Devin Booker.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. There's a screen by Lynn. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Nick Richards.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shake Milton, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. The steal. Down low. Hachimura outside. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Outside for Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Count it. And the Lakers lead by 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Beal outside. Takes a 13-footer. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 3rd assist of the night. There's a screen by Lynn. And Milton, here we go. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Los Angeles ball.
And for the past 10 games, here are the small forwards leading the position in field goal percentage. Dalton Knecht third.
And what an efficient group of scorers. That's the best way I can put it. I mean, they play patient basketball, and the shot selection is excellent.
You know, in addition to that patience and efficiency, they're each extremely talented natural scorers. They've got the kind of precise form all young players would do well to replicate.
Booker, the pass to Richards. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Allen, he's checked in for Phoenix. And Los Angeles making a change here.
Substitution on the
And a
floor.
chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Kevin Durant.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
Doncic finds Milton. Finney Smith a screen. Milton with it. Durant covering. Just 5 on the clock.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
Here's Booker. He had 22 in the win against Orlando. Doris, in a league that glorifies offense, you have to appreciate what Finney-Smith brings to the defensive end.
BA, one of those guys who brings versatility and perhaps more importantly, dependability. You can put him on the ball, off ball, guards, even bigs. You talk about a true do-it-all defender, that's Dorian Finney-Smith.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
Shooting for
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie.
at the line for 2.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Durant, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I could go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper, drills it from deep.
We've come to expect this from Devin Booker. This guy is a relentless force on the offensive end.
James against Martin. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Plumlee's checked in for Phoenix. Bradley Beal comes in for Allen.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate just in a different way.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
To the inside. The ball's knocked loose. Hayes with it. Durant covering. Now the Lakers moving it up. And he lays it in. Finney-Smith's got his second basket.
Finney-Smith has the kind of speed necessary to capitalize in transition. Get in that lane and off to the races.
Booker against Doncic. Plumlee, a screen on Doncic. Here's Booker. And the Suns miss again. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-6 run. And here's Milton. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Phoenix grabs the miss. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Beal. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
Bradley Beal is one of the most difficult individuals to guard in the league. No surprise he comes up with the drawn foul there.
And Beal drops them both. 12 seconds left in the second period. Here's Vincent. Launches a 3. The shot comes out, and so it's Los Angeles. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. 2 balls. Give it up for the participant.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix if you want to, but I'm not seeing a lot of want to from them.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that championship that year, those darn Supersonics.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And so in the game for the Lakers, LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5. For 3, Durant. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
This guy's mechanics are just pure. Kevin Durant, folks, turn the lights out if you allow him to get a 3-point shot off.
Doncic, good.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. It's a 10-point game. The floater. Look at Booker with the soft floater.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
Reeves against Beal. Shot is good by Reeves. And the Lakers lead by 10.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Phoenix, get on your feet and give a warm welcome to
And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. The 4th spot held by Los Angeles.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
Plumlee finds Booker to the middle. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Sometimes Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to review the game plan. The Lakers lead by 8. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense knows they've got to stay attached to Luka, so he smartly turns it into a whistle.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Doncic hits them both. Phoenix has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Vanderbilt against Durant. Six on the shot clock. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Yep, that one goes. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Oh,
Wow. Get out the way, Grant!
Come on.
Get out the way!
How about the finish from Luka Doncic? My goodness, go ahead with the hammer.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Suns trail by 12. Outside Durant. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Durant's got 16 points now.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 5 rebounds in the game. I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Here's Booker. He's got 18. Wide open. And the jumper falls for him. Booker's got 20 points. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. It's James on the wing. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound in this one. The Suns have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Out to Beal. There's the 3 with the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Reeves, the pass to Hayes. It's James on the wing. He's guarded by Martin. There's the strength of the King.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. Trailing by 8. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, that's what you call a tough 2, because if you're in the lane at D-Book size, you never know what could happen.
Hayes with a screen on Martin. Here's James.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Here's Booker. He's got 22. Pass to Martin. Booker against Doncic. Booker surveying the D. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Booker. Doncic with it. Durant covering.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Allen, he's checked in for the Suns. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Lenz checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Connects checked in for LeBron. And Goodwin is subbed in for Reeves. A different look for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Booker. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Goodwin. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Driving in. That one goes in. Goodwin's got 6.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Crosses over. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And let's see which point guards have been locked in from the foul line this past month. You take a look at Jones. He's been fantastic. Only one guy in the league better from the line. And, of course, Devin Booker.
This is just one of the things you want out of your point guard. Reliability at the charity stripe.
But even so, don't take for granted what this group has done at the free throw line. They deserve a ton of credit for the work they've put in to achieve that level of consistency and excellence.
Milton's checked in for Doncic. Here's Goodwin. Allen defending. The kick out to Milton. Just 4 to shoot. Into the lane. Bradley Beal puts it in. Suns trail by 8. Pass to Allen. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Allen's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Here's Connect. Pounded by Beal. Here's Connect. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. That one falls.
The broad shoulders of Alex Len carrying more of the load inside.
Beal surveying the D.
Lakers foul.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game.
Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And Beal drops them both. 5 ticks left in the 3rd quarter. Got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Devin Booker. Royce O'Neal is out there with Cody Martin. Then there's Grayson Allen, and it's Richards in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Gabe Vincent taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Allen with the ball for the Suns. 8-point game. Pass to Booker. Rebounded by LeBron.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Gabe Vincent, taking 2 shots.
And he drops a first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Suns trail by 10. Here's Booker. Nice shot from the wing. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half.
How about Booker playing a little bit of cat and mouse, smart enough to know when it's better to pull up.
Vincent passes to Hachimura, and it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Martin outside. Pass to Allen. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And one of the game's best shooters, Doris, Grayson Allen, can really stretch the floor for you.
VA, his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
Screen by James. Doncic finds James. LeBron, attack mode. Here's Vanderbilt. Up and in on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 11.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Mike Budenholzer said to the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Oh, Booker in close.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside and does just that.
Hayes with a screen on Booker. Here's Doncic. It's deflected. Left side O'Neal. Count that one. O'Neal's gotten his first bucket of the night.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Suns trail by 7. Here's Martin. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from James. Reeves, the pass to Vanderbilt. The Suns clear it. Richards has got 5 rebounds tonight. Martin against James. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Allen. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Devin Booker. James with the ball. Durant covering. They get it again. And Durant with the block.
I think it's probably the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's game. He's elite defensively and sends that shot back.
The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Buries it from 3.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Suns trail by 10. Now here's Booker. It's blocked. And they recover it for 3. Durant. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 7 tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Drives to the hoop. Can't hit from in close. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And the Suns miss again.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Look at LeBron with the strength to score through contact.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. For three, Durant. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Here's Goodwin. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kevin Durant. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And he sinks the second. And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. Trailing by 10. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hachimura, right side. Pass to Milton. He takes it in. Got it.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Milton. And that one is stuffed right through.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Booker finds Beal. And is blocked.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And Booker puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown. There's a minute 40 left in the final quarter. The Lakers lead by 9. Pass to Goodwin. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. The Suns running out of time. Durant for 3. And they get it back. Martin misses. The Lakers shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. And it's good for 2. Milton's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Lakers.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for LeBron James.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Outside Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They lead by 11. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Doncic against Jones. And Doncic, here we go.
You see Luka forcing his way to the free throw line, puts the onus on the defense, and they are not up to it.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And the second free throw is good.
Would have been nice to drain them all, but he did enough to put this one in the bag.
Inside. A nice shot by Richards. Now Doncic. To the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
15 foul.
First free throw is good.
Jared Vanderbilt at the line for 2.
Both shots good from the stripe.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
For 3, James. No good. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.